We need like another shark Pokemon.
Oh yeah, and that's on mine. That's on mine.
All right, let's start there. Let's start there.
Yes, no, we need a new shark. Preferably, I would want one that is complete because, look, no hate to Sharpedo, but like, I don't know, there's something not menacing about a shark that's been cut in half.
Bro, get out of here. Sharpedo is pretty cool.
I don't.
And he's fast.
I don't
dude.
hate him.
He
I don't hate
feels
him.
like a mid-stage.
Yes, I don't hate him, but I don't feel like I've gotten my shark Pokemon yet. Because I feel like there's something about that long, that big... The thing about a shark that's like so scary is you're sitting there swimming in the water and you just see this giant thing swimming towards you. And Sharpedo's not giant.
It is aggressive, though. It is aggressive.
It's quick. It's aggressive. See, I like Sharpedo, and we can't be doing this on every single episode or every single item.
That's why
I like Sharpedo because it falls into the Pokemon philosophy or the design philosophy where it's like they had to make it a little goofy, right? And then I think you can also use your imagination to be like, okay, it's this brutal thing. What if like half of its body got chopped off or something, right? Because its original beta design or the original shark Pokemon from Gen 2 had like an anchor. Like its tail was like an anchor.
That's
or
so much
something.
cooler.
That was so much better.
Isn't it cooler though? It's cooler though.
I was gonna say like.
So what kind of shark are you thinking?
Other sharks. Yeah, exactly. Like I do think let's branch out. There's so many cool sharks. Like you've got Garchomp's a hammerhead shark, and that was a cool direction to go. A Mako shark. Those are typically like really fast sharks, and they've got this pretty like almost blue sheen to them, and I really like that. Doing a great white could be a fun choice. I feel like Sharpedo, like it's not really a type of shark. It's just like generic shark. You know what I mean? But then also too, I'm going to be honest, one that already just straight up looks like a Pokemon is the Goblin Shark. Those
of course.
things are horrifying.
Yeah, but that's if we get a Goblin Shark, no one's going to be happy. No one's going to be like, finally, we got a shark.
No, but like I think it could be a way to be a bit more experimental and not just. I think
how could a mother
thing
love
that we've
this?
seen
is so ugly. Bro.
This is disgusting.
It is, but like I'm imagining like imagine a Convergent to Grimmsnarl. That's a shark.
Okay,
it's
I hear what you're saying.
Shark.
Yeah,
you know
I get what you're saying.
Is this what you chose? Is this the one?
I just wrote down a new shark, and I put
fair.
what I literally put was Goblin Shark would be obvious. Mako or Great White could be fun. Could also be a Megalodon to be like a fossil, which would be kind of cool.
This looks like Fampy. This right here, this blue-red color. You know what? Okay.
It's the colors. I don't see it, but I see what you're seeing.
I'm going to rebuttal and say I don't want a Goblin Shark. I think we need a Great White, a Mako.
I mean, if you're in
Hammerhead's
Florida,
cool.
A Mako.
We have the Hammerhead and Garchomp.
Yeah, Garchomp is the Hammerhead shark.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Just I'll take another shark. There are some like
there's
really
a lot
cool
of prehistoric ones that are really good too. Like obviously the Megalodon, but then also there are these sharks, and I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce their name, but they have like a saw mouth.
Oh yeah, those are sick. I would love one of those.
Yeah,
those are crazy.
And that's like an obvious Pokemon too, right? Like,
yeah.
What if we took a saw and put it on a shark? That's a Pokemon idea.
That is pretty
crazy.
Cool. Oh yeah, here we go right here. Called. Oh, the basking shark is kind of crazy. The Megamouth shark. Bull shark, dude.
Sharks.
Oh, this is cool.
Bro, right. Leopard shark.
I agree. So, okay, this is what I want to do, though, with each of these. I think, yes, we're going to be here all day if we spend 10 minutes on each one. You guys have seen our tier lists. You know how this works.
That's why I was thinking 5, bro. 5 would have been
yeah, so this is what I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what's the like real life counterpart inspiration, what type it would be. And then you can throw in like, what would its personality be in the anime, or like maybe does it have like a secret ability or a secret move, and then we can just move on. Let's treat this like a pitch. Let's treat this like a pitch.
Anime.
Well, some Pokemon, some Pokemon like oh, I could see this being like this, and it'll always like this is how it'll like disrupt.
Its behavior.
Yeah,
Sharpedo are typically seen as aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
I get what you're saying. You know, Impidimp is a trickster.
Yeah,
things like that. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Let's treat this like a pitch. So yeah, so what type would this be? What type would your shark Pokemon be?
What type of my shark Pokemon be? I'm gonna lock in the Saw Shark, and I'm gonna say whatever that is, and it is There's two kinds. There's that saw shark, and then there's the extinct one.
I like this one.
I like
better.
the extinct one.
No, I like this
because
one
it's got like the like it's like a power saw look. Yeah, there it is.
Bro, that's crazy.
Isn't that like
that's
that is
weird.
a Pokemon?
That's a Pokemon.
This is a Pokemon.
Yeah, but it would be a bad Pokemon. I would
make it a fossil and make it rock water. I know it's not the greatest typing, but it'd be cool to go like, we got a shark fossil. You know,
that's crazy.
like that.
Yeah, that's cool. There's a lot of different like interpretations of this. All right, cool. Rock. Yeah. And its jaw is basically just a giant rock.
So you said cool. Rock water, yeah? Makes sense.
Rock water. Makes sense for a fossil. It's not it's kind of boring, I'll be honest.
No, that's cool. That's fine.
But I think with an ability or, stats, or maybe a special form,
I like this.
Like gimmick form, I feel like it could be pretty fun.
All right. Saul, you're next.
Cool. So I picked actually one that most of these are ones that I just want in any generation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough. So you might hear these again one day, but the first one on my list was actually a sun bear. I think it's a sun bear. But it's a bear, like, because we get bears every generation, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what bear could they do that they haven't done? And this guy, it's either
What's
the
it
sun
called?
bear.
What kind of bear? Sun bear?
Sun bear, I think. Or it's the sloth bear, but I think it's the sun bear. Yeah.
Oh, bro, the tongue is hilarious.
So, like, the difference with this bear would be that it has a super long tongue. Like, it could just be like always hanging out, or like part of it.
That's like, it's like menacing too, like Gengar's tongue.
Yeah. I just love the whole like long tongue look, like for a Pokemon. Like he's kind of a weird bear. I'm not gonna lie, but I saw some Fakemon art of it. I don't know if you want to try doing that too, Dusty. Like you can always type in like sun bear Fakemon or like shark Fakemon. You know what I mean? And it could be fruitful. But
I see this. You know what? I see a lot of connections between. I mean, before I even clicked into it, this sun bear does look like a direct inspiration for Ursaring, right?
Right.
With
it
the
was
moon
because
pattern on its belly.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, that's what I mean. Like, it would be different in the sense that they wouldn't focus on that, and they'd focus more on like the tongue aspect of it.
I can see it totally. Yeah, right here. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ursilios, normal fire type.
Yeah,
that's cool. Sun bear, fire type, love it. Normal.
Yeah,
fire.
I don't know what type it would be. I mean, fire would make a lot of sense.
Dude, make it bug type and like connect the tongue to honey, because like bears love honey.
That's cool.
I would love
Lumi,
that would
cooking.
Be so crazy.
Yeah, this is a good one, Soul, because it's a really interesting Pokemon, right? I mean, sorry, it's a really interesting animal to begin with. It's striking, like you can tell it's got this like, just at a glance, it's a unique, it's a unique design. That's fun. I like that a lot.
This one's crazy. Like, it's like I would picture it on all fours instead of like standing up. It obviously stands up in battle or something, since you're trying to talk about personality. Like stands up every now and then, but like always is having the tongue out.
I like that
when
because it makes it look so different.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is really that's cute.
I like that picture. That's the third one under the one you just had up. He looks so derpy there, and I love him.
Where?
Under the one you've got up right now, like it's that third one. He looks so silly.
They do have some weird eyes, I gotta say, but
it looks like it's missing some eyebrows.
Like I feel like this one would be like a more goofy Pokemon versus like Ursaring's always kind of depicted as like this ferocious, don't run into it Pokemon.
Totally, yeah. This is cool. I like this. I had not really thought about like a. I could also see them maybe connecting it to Ursaring, like this maybe being like a split evolution. That'd actually be really fun if it was like a. Here's the thing. I do like it as a. I do like it as a standalone Pokemon. It doesn't need to be like a Sunstone evolution for Ursaring. Although that would make sense as well.
Look, hear me out. What if they're planning this and the bug type Teddy Ursa that Katie uses was a hint that Teddy Ursa's getting a bug type evolution? Nah.
I don't know where you're going with the bug thing, but yeah, maybe.
Because of the connection to honey, you know what I mean? Like, I'm imagining that long tongue, like, it has this long tongue so that it can get, like, into a beehive and get all the honey out of it, Because it's a tiny little entrance for the bees, and obviously a bear's not fitting through that. So, make it like a natural rival to the Combee and Vespiquen line or whatever. And, make it like it ate so much honey it's a bug type. Science can't explain it. You know?
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I'm down. I'm obviously down. Bug's my favorite type.
No, I like that a lot.
Bugbear.
Even an ability that like gives it stab for bug type moves, like you have the Rocky Payload for Bombardier, and I think it's Steelworker for Delmise.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. I like this Pokemon. That you're cooking with this.